What's up, guys, and welcome to another week of Amateur Hour. This week, I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at Dustin Johnsons Golf School. This week, I have the opportunity to film and to practice with Dustin's coach, Alan Terrell. Alan's gonna give me some tips on how to progress my game as an amateur.
Yeah, my name is Alan Terrell, owner and director of coaching at Dustin's Golf School, Dustin Johnsons Golf School. Exactly 20 years ago, I was coaching college golf at Coastal Carolina University and was lucky enough to recruit Dustin, and we've been together ever since.
Great, Alan, can you show me around the school a little bit?
Absolutely.
Some merch
yeah, welcome.
here? Thank you.
Yeah, so this is some of DJ's branding.
This is awesome.
You know, with some of the school logo stuff.
So cool.
Just for our customers to
come in. And then you basically have, children come in, and the foundation supports this golf school?
They help support the juniors so we can grow the game here in the area. So if kids can't afford lessons, DJ's foundation offsets the cost.
Okay.
He probably spends $100,000 a year just in golf scholarships and equipment for juniors here.
And then you run the school and the foundation, correct?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So don't say just DJ, it's you as well.
Well,
you help put all this together.
Yeah, we're a team.
So we have the merch here, and then do we have indoor facilities as well, or just the outdoor underneath the bed?
No, we do. So let me show you around.
Thank you.
So it'll be a little noisy here, but I'll open up the bay.
Look at all these, I've never seen any, this is for this.
Yeah, that one will be a little probably large for you.
Yeah. This is awesome.
But yeah, we're super lucky. Weather doesn't really matter, so we can teach 7 days a week. And
all the tailor-made shaft, this is amazing. So in any weather, you can play golf here at the Dustin Johnsons School. Today, we'll be going outside, and Alan's gonna help me work on my chipping and putting because my driver's all right and my irons are okay, but where I really struggle is in that area, and I'm super excited for you to help me.
All right, me too.
Let's do it.
The number one mistake golfers make when they're chipping is they get the ball too far back and the handle too far forward. And we're actually exposing the leading edge more, and folks are gonna stick the club in the ground too much.
Okay.
I'd prefer that the butt of the club, if there was a laser coming out of that, it never points too far left of zipper, belt buckle, belly button, whatever you want to reference. If you want to play it back, that's fine, but we want to make sure the hands aren't so far forward. If we look at these three balls, let's just say, okay, we got 3 ball positions here.
Yep.
That's about the width of our stance. So if I point this at my belt buckle, I have plenty of shaft lean to hit this shot low.
Yep.
Okay, I still point at my belt buckle, less shaft lean. I still point at my belt buckle. Now it's a pretty neutral shaft, so that's the higher shot.
Okay.
So definitely we got to get out. There may be a shot that requires this, but that's very, very rare. But I see most folks teaching day in and day out, they get the hands too far forward, would be the best way of saying it.
Okay, so say we're lining up, just to kind of do a demonstration for me to be able to show the people, I'm a visual learner. So if I'm standing up, approaching the ball, and this is my shot to the hole right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna approach it naturally how I would, and if you would like to give me a few tips on how I should change it.
Absolutely.
Then that would be, so naturally, if I had this shot and this was my pin or hold that I'm going for, this is, backing up from what you all said.
What club would you be comfortable using right
56.
here? for this shot right here.
That is what I would choose out of my bag, yes.
Okay.
But I'm very open to change, input, anything. But the knowledge with my game right now, that's all I feel comfortable with doing. So that's kind of why,
Okay.
why we're here today, because I need to
All
figure
right.
out a better way
So-
and becoming more consistent.
So if we evaluated just this shot, and that's step one of being really good around the greens, is we have to evaluate the lie. So let's say we're 2 feet. We've got 3 balls here, and probably 3 totally different shots.
Okay.
One's up against the collar, one's a little bit sitting down, one there's nothing behind the ball. So you're evaluating, okay, is there grass by my ball? Is it moist, meaning is it really wet? Okay, and then again, how far do we need to fly it? Of course you could putt this, okay? The only reason pros may not putt this is because they're trying to make it.
Okay.
If they putt it, they can't 100% determine what the ball is going to do rolling through here. So they want to take that variable out of play because they know what the ball is going to do when it gets on the green.
'Cause
Now
they can
that's a
manipulate
pro,
that. Yes.
so that's not maybe fair for the common golfer. But I would definitely make sure someone's probably not trying to fly this halfway. So if we broke this putt down and you said, okay, are you going to fly it 50% and roll it the rest of the way? Are you going to just get it on the green and then let it roll the rest of the way? You definitely want to know that before you even choose the club.
And just kind of run it like that, but that was probably too far.
Okay, that's all right. Hit another one.
So I probably should have landed it earlier, but we can talk about that after. So it kind of rolled out.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to make sure that we're not starting the downswing by driving the hands forward. Okay. So I would say get the hands up a little bit more. Okay. And definitely feel like you turn your chest more going back, and then make sure you turn it going through. Okay. Now do that again. Now the pressure is going to be definitely going to stay more on the front foot. Yeah, and then when you come through, make sure it stays on the front foot.
Oh,
so there you
'cause
go.
it's
So
balanced.
that left knee will probably stay a little more flexed. There you go, good. And when you come through, you're trying to brush that part, the bottom of the toe, on the ground when you come through.
Oh, when you come through.
So we definitely don't want to have a strong grip and go
Yep.
that way, of course.
So here, and then, That was-
Okay, good.
but still.
That was better. Good. So the only time the chest isn't going to face the target is putting.
Okay.
But everything else, even in chipping, we want that chest pointed at the target. Okay. Putting obviously is the only time we don't want to
Yeah.
look at the target. The easiest way to, when we're hitting it low, that's about the width of your stance is the width of your wedge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The inside of your
Something I've
heels,
definitely
not your
never
toes, because your left foot's going to be slightly turned out,
Okay.
but it's our heels. That's a starting point. Again, a lot of variables behind this. That's why it's hard doing tips that fit everyone.
Yeah.
So we're all obviously talking about some very generic things so we can help as many people
This
as
probably
possible.
sounds repetitive to you, but to me, this is like setting off so many light bulbs and it's so helpful for me. And I think to the next person, it's extremely helpful.
Yeah. So as you know, the old fallacy of keeping the head down is probably the worst advice we can give anyone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Putting is the only time someone can keep their head down.
Yeah.
After that, follow the ball with your nose.
Okay.
Yeah, never keep your head down. So if your
I love
husband
this.
tells you that, I won't tell you what to do to your husband, but don't listen to him.
Don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Never follow the ball with your
Don't
nose.
keep your head down. That
I
is
love
not
that.
the reason why someone tops it.
Okay. So then now I'm hitting behind the ball, so I'm feeling that, my hands are probably ahead and I'm getting flimsy. So
That's good right there.
we're
Get set
gonna
up.
just be here, chest back.
Now, do you wear a glove?
Not when I'm chipping, no.
Okay. So chipping and putting, you don't?
No.
When do you decide when you put a glove? And this is more, I'm just curious.
So I take my glove off, my wedges, so my approach wedge and down. So I hit it with my pitching wedge though.
What size glove do you wear?
Left women's medium.
Okay.
Got some big hands. Okay. Let's see.
You do that again. Let that chest keep turning a little bit. There you go. So this is as close to putting as you can get because you're matching the length of the backstroke to the length of the through stroke. Yeah, of course, if we're in the rough, the club's going to grab it and it may shorten our through stroke a little bit. But we want to match up. If we measured, okay, how far did this club move back? How far did it move back through? Probably want to try to match that up as much as we can because that controls the distance. How far that club swings. Okay, good.
You want to try to hit one?
Absolutely.
I love this. I'm like, I want to use it.
Just a little.
I
stole that from someone.
I love it. Think I'm standing too far, or is this good?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, good height.
Did you want that height, or did you want it to run lower?
Well, we are using a 56, so that would be pretty much the launch with that. Again, you can always play it back more. The key is that we play it back and we don't shove our hands forward.
That's literally what I do.
Because so this club has 10 degrees of bounce. So as you can see, it's fairly flush on the ground, but as soon as you start pushing that forward, it takes the bounce off the golf club.
Wow.
Okay, so that's actually the main reason for opening the club. As you can see, it adds bounce. See how it pulls the leading edge off my arm here? Mm-hmm. That's the real reason. People say, oh, it opens the face. Yeah, a little bit, okay, but it's more that it's adding bounce to help us not to dig. So if you're digging,
open it more.
if you don't want to change your technique, you definitely want to open the face up.
All right, that was very helpful for chipping. I got a lot of things. I'm so excited to watch the video back so I can relearn all of these things because I heard you say stuff and I'm like, I can't wait to actually sit down and
we gave you a lot of
figure this out
information
myself.
there.
No, but that's exactly what the viewers needed. They can take this YouTube video to the course and put your ear in the back and listen to it.
Cool.
So I like all of the information, trust me. Don't think you're talking too much. It is so helpful to me and everyone listening. So let's move on to putting. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. Hannah gets a putting lesson. Long time coming. See, like, I just hammer it.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I can make one. Maybe I'll make one. Or maybe it's good that I'm missing them so you can see how to help me.
Yeah, there you go.
I slowed it down a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like, I just slowed down my takeaway. Before I'm like, that's what it feels like. I know that's exaggerating, but.
All right.
2 out of 10. No, I'm kidding.
It wasn't quite 10.
It was like 7, but.
All right, so when we're practicing putting, one is it's a pretty much a waste of time just to putt from one place.
Okay.
Because eventually you're going to start making it. You know, is it good in a way? Yeah, it builds confidence because you see it going in. But that's not how we play. Because you're never going to have, there's a good chance you're never going to have the same putt for most of the round.
Yep.
Okay. So when we practice the short putts, definitely I would prefer someone, let's say just put 8 putts, and preferably they alternate it. Like they'll put a 3-foot putt and then the next one's 5, 3, 5. You just kind of go around, so it's more like when we play.
Okay.
Okay, so just sitting there, the old, see how many 3-footers you can make. That's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Again,
This is
confidence-wise, good.
Yep.
Okay, but that's not going to transfer to the course. Yeah, when you're working on technique, maybe putting from the same place. But the key for putting and really throughout the game is that you work on your technique, but you do drills that's going to help transfer it to the course.
Okay, so do you have some drills for us today?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the average person. I also, if I wanted to have any chance of winning this World Am here in Myrtle Beach in August, I got to figure out my putting.
Yeah.
Because I can, as I said before, I can fake the other ways, but this is where it'll get a hold of me and I'll start crumbling.
Well, we can learn just as much from misses than if the ball goes in the hole. Meaning, if you putted, let's say we putted 3 balls from the same place, and we looked at our speed. Okay, how far past are we hitting it? So if we hit it too firm, which is your tendency,
Yep.
okay, the problem is we're not going to make putts on the edge. Okay, so if the ball finishes, let's say, whatever, let's say 16 inches past, you're reducing your chances by 50%. Because you've got to make everything dead in the front. The ball's not going to catch the edge and go in.
So we want to kind of drop it in there.
I would prefer people's speed is it goes straight down to the bottom. It doesn't hit the back of the cup.
Oh, okay.
That if it hits the back of the cup and goes in, pat yourself on the back. Good job. That's what the back of the cup's for.
Yep.
But when we practice, we like to die it in. So a cool speed drill is, where's the straight putt here?
Here.
Okay, so let's put that further back, maybe like 4 feet.
Do you think?
Okay, there you go.
Was I correct or no?
That's pretty good. Okay, so if you just put a ball right on the front, I'd like for you to putt it with speed that just knocks this ball in and yours replaces it.
Okay. You're asking a lot of me, Alan, but
I know that's a
gonna
challenge drill. It's a challenging
try my
drill.
best.
All right, close.
Mine was supposed to go in, but that's okay.
So that would have been a little firm because it finished.
Oh, it hit the back.
Well, your ball finished. I want your ball to tap that in,
Yep.
and it stops where that one was.
Oh.
That's all right. It's not the easiest drill. All right, pretty good. All right, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, so that's an easy speed control drill.
Wait, let's try it again. Maybe
You want to do another one?
Yeah.
All right, you can do better.
Yeah. Me, I'm like, I have to try until I'm good. I think my stance is okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, setup's solid. All right, good.
I kind of did it.
No,
but-
that's good. This touching the club gives us the most feel of anything because it's closer to the weight of the club head. So if we can make sure that that's actually pressing against the side, it'll help you get out of.
Wait, can you flip it and show the camera with that, position or however?
Yeah, so this is where you were. Okay, there's space here. This is probably one of the most important pressure points of the grip, is that pressing on the side, where you'll actually see some guys put their finger there.
Yep.
But that's super pressing on the side. I don't recommend that per se. I'd rather it just make sure that that's pressed on the side, because then you can, as a good drill, you can do some right hand only drills where you can put that ball here and you can just do some putts where, because if you, as soon as you try to hinge that wrist, you're gonna feel pressure in the back of, or I'm sorry, in the front of your forearm here. So it helps get rid of any extra wrist hinge.
Wait, can I try, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Here, I'll set it up for you.
So here, and I need to be, because I sometimes go like this, because
I'd rather you do that than have gap here.
And that's what I was doing.
That's what you were doing.
So, kind of hold on a little bit tighter.
Okay. In the right places. So take that left hand off. There you go. Press against it. Okay. And then if you want, there you go, just do some practice strokes back and through. And you'll feel like there's no way you're going to be able to.
There's literally no way that I can move anything. This is such a good drill, holy moly.
That's an oldie goldie there.
Oh my goodness, and this is even moving because I'm trying to use my wrist so much. And I'm like literally like by me.
Yeah, that may be too big for some folks, but
no, this is perfect.
It's just a low-cost teaching aid.
We covered a lot today, and it was very helpful to have me have this knowledge going into the World Am in August, as well as, you know, hopefully the listeners can gain something from this just very general knowledge to help anyone who's struggling in these points of their games.
Definitely work on speed control.
Okay.
So if you have only 10 minutes, don't go work on short 3-footers. Work on trying to get your speed good. And what that means is, depending on the putt, you know, 15 feet in, yeah, we want to make sure we get it to the hole. We want to get them all to the hole, okay? But making sure that if you're doing 20, 30 or 40 footers, that let's just say it's finishing within the length of your putter, unless you have some long putter.
The average putter.
Yeah.
Not the...
So the average 34, 35-inch putter, we want to make sure the ball's finishing in that.
Well, that's amazing. Alan, thank you so much for
You're
today.
welcome.
I had a blast. I learned so much. Hopefully I can come back sometime and figure out some more tips.
On a scale of 1 to 10, rate Hannah's golf game.
Her full swing is an 8. Her short game isn't an 8.
Kyle!
I had to throw that in there.
I didn't know you were adding that. You're mean.
I had to have some fun.
That was nice.
But it's trending to an 8
Woo!
if she puts time into it.